Andy, big game today. How are you feeling?
Nervous, of course. I would be nervous. It's a semi-final, but nervousness is a privilege, so we embrace it. I'm feeling confident, as they will be feeling confident, but I believe in my team. Yeah, and that's how I feel at the moment, but ask me after the game, it might be different.
You're facing FC Trent, an opposition that you know very well in the Roger Jones Challenge Cup semi-final today. How are you guys setting up against them? I know they're in the first division. Is that going to play a big part today?
No, not really, because they've knocked out they've knocked out a Premier team. It makes no difference who they are in terms of how we set up. We're going to set up the same way we've played every game this season, and we're going to try and bring what we've got and try and bring what we've bought every time. We know a few of their players, so we know where their threats are, but there's threats all over the pitch. But there's no difference in how we're going to set up today.
Anything can we expect special from any of the boys on the pitch today?
Hope so. Well, there's an expectation every week. Whether that happens or not is a different story. We've got some talented players, but talent alone isn't going to make them do things. They have to have the right mindset, and that's what we're working on today. Be smart, be intelligent, be humble, and try and win the game the best way. We don't want any heroes. We haven't got any heroes. And I don't want to be talking about anyone individual after the game, hopefully.
You're very cool like a cucumber. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had a protein shake. I don't really have breakfast, yeah, and my belly's feeling a bit, so I'm glad I didn't have any breakfast, and yeah, not feeling great.
Anything else you'd like to say before you go?
No, just as always, it's a privilege to be in this league. We're very grateful to the Barnet Sunday League, and we get to compete in competitions like this, so no, let's leave it all on the pitch. Thank you.
A very warm welcome to the Enfield playing fields for this BSFL Roger Jones Cup semi-final tie between Trent Park and Komi Kebir. Trent Park in the black and white stripes are managed by Vas Nico. They line up with Yanis Minas in goal. A back four of Niall Redguard, Stel Chiotis, Nick Nicol the captain and John Nicholas. In midfield, Elias Katsalaudi, James Woodhouse, Steph Chiakli and Andreas Chambi. Up front, Alex Violaris and Ricky Tate. On the bench, Christoph Pedrices, Andreas Cipriano, Matthew Johnston, Giorgio Linghi, Dan Ali and Dimi Hatra. Komi Kebir in the red and black stripes are managed by Andrew Kyprianidis. They have Ben Thomas in goal, a back four of Fabian Marshall-Joseph, Leon Stylianidis, the captain, Sammy Locker-Townsend and Angelos Joka. In midfield, Max McLeish, Michael Melanarkitis and Constantino Michael. Two wingers, Anthony Giorgio and Christopher Michael. Alex Giorgio leads the line. On the bench, Rohan Boswaz, Oljan Tafa, Stefanos Michael, Shafika Ibrahim and Kore Chalcioglu. Today's referee, Kashper Ignachuk, assisted by John Nobleman and Michael Pieri. Ball goes all the way back to Ben Thomas. Down the line. Forward again, that's a lovely flick to James Woodhouse. Inside to Alex Violaris, he's gone for goal. Oh, that's a brilliant goal, right into the top corner. The goalkeeper was rooted. And little wonder, because the shot past him was a sensational one from Alex Violaris. It's his 18th goal of the season, and this is a sensational strike, and what a way to get your team ahead after just 3 minutes in a cup semi-final. Wonderfully struck right into the top corner. Well, it's a rerun of last season's BSFL Intermediate Cup final, which Komi Kebir won 2-0. Trent Park were the holders at the time, and they hold the lead here thanks to that superb finish from Alex Violaris. Going down the line into the feet of the Stylianidis. Sammy Locker-Townsend. It's out wide. Joka. Locker-Townsend again. Big and strong and helps it forward. Giorgio back in, glancing header towards goal and a smart save down to his right from the Trent Park goalkeeper Yanis Minas. Good reaction from Komi Kebir, who trail here. Marshall-Joseph. Ahead of him is Christopher Michael. And then Akidis. This is Michael. That's a good ball down the line. Needs a good cross. And it is a good cross, and on the end of it was Alex Giorgio, but he couldn't quite guide it towards goal. Great play in the build-up from Komi Kebir. And when the cross comes in from the left-hand side, it presents an opportunity. He gets in front of the defender, but he just catches it wrong, Alex Giorgio. Long kick from Yanis Minas. The home side, Trent Park leading by a goal to nil. Wide from Jackley. Yes, Katsalaudi. Still going. It's Katsalaudi, and he's got the shot in, and it was within range for Ben Thomas. Wide from Sammy Locker-Townsend. Forward from the left-hand side, Komi Kebir. Needed penalties in round 4 to beat Inter Manresi. They're on the attack now. Michael has got time to pick a cross, and he pulled it back, and Marshall Joseph wanted to touch too many. It's behind for a corner. Corner swung in by Milanakidis. A little away, it's not fully cleared yet. Milanakidis tees it up, cross from Giorgio. Strong defending, sliced into the air from Locker-Townsend. It's kept alive by Michael. And the cross lifted in high to the back post. The header from Giorgio. This is Milanakidis. A bit of time now for Chambi to clear with the help of Ricky Tate. Chambi again, anywhere will do. Reacted well to falling behind inside the opening 3 minutes. Trent Park coming into this game off the back of a semi-final loss in the John Motson Challenge Cup semi-final against Oakwood, their rivals AFC Oakwood 1-0. Holding on dearly here. Right guard stretched, it must surely be! Well, how it wasn't in the back of the net, I'm not quite sure, but it was a big moment there. He comes across, and he's got all the time in the world. And Christopher Michael was denied by a quite exceptional block by John Nicholas. Goal kick taken by Yanis Minas. He's going to come back again. Komi Kebir are on top of the moment, still trailing by a goal to nil. Forceful challenge coming in from Chambi. And a yellow card has been distributed to Andreas Chambi for that challenge. Marshall Joseph across to Milanakidis. He's gone for the return, Milanakidis. James Woodhouse got the ball on that occasion. Good running this, playing some good football, lovely little return. Oh, you look at the replay, I'm sure he did get the ball. Made out wide by Chiotis to Niall Redguard. He goes for the return, but he's now out of position. Touch wide by Giorgio. Needs a cross. Played instead to Milanakidis. Milanakidis trying to find a way through. Woodhouse does win the ball this time for sure. It's not been cleared yet though. Joka gets it in. All the way by Nicholas. Komi Kebir keep it alive. They've had 2 victories in this competition on penalties already. Komi Kebir. And the shot from distance whistles just wide of the post. Didn't cause too much concern to Yanis Minas. Giorgio. This is Michael. Never really got hold of the shot, and he did take a deflection. It will be a corner. Rolled down the line by Joka. He's continued his run. Giorgio. Joka gets the cross in. Comes back out to the edge of the penalty area. Wide to Marshall Joseph. Michael gets Gets the cross in, good header away, only partially cleared, low drive. It was heading towards a crowd and it was deflected away. And that's a push in the back and it will be a free kick. Yellow card for Alex Giorgio. Top scorer, shown a yellow. Beating over on the far side was Michael, and he's won the ball. Chipped in towards the penalty area. Good header away. Marshall Joseph still in with the attack, and Christopher Michael goes back. Still only this. Constantino Michael. Sammy Locker-Townsend. Joker. Michael again. Putting the strings in the midfield. They've had all the ball for most of the first half. Whilst the sun is shining down on them at the moment, they are trailing still by a goal to nil. Trent Park will be happy with the scoreline. They have been camped inside their own half for much of this first half. Angelos Jocker with a shot which is blocked, and suddenly there is a break on. Katsalaudi's away. He's been stopped in his tracks by a very good tackle. As the half-time whistle goes, that early goal has given them something to shout about. Valaris after just 3 minutes. Trent Park 1, Komi Kebir 0.
Boys, but for a worldie in the first 5 minutes, it's been all lust. So the first message I have to give you is don't panic, don't change anything, stay calm. That's the first thing. Because there could be desperation creeping in where you think we have to find other ways. You've had all the chances, and but for some poor finishing, it's still 1-0 to them. So that's the first thing. Where we're getting most of the joy is down the wings. They're full-backs, one's on a yellow card, and whilst they're strong at right back, he's slow. So we need to be finding Anthony and Chris at every opportunity, but at the same time, Angelo as well. I haven't seen too many runs from you. You need to be pinning him back with Anthony. Okay? It's been happening, but not enough. Same with Fabian. I've told Fabian that before. He's just gone off to get the contact lens. Other than that, there's no need to panic, and there's nothing that we need to change. Because there could be desperation creeping, and you think we've got to get desperate and start doing silly things. We don't. We're keeping it at the back comfortably. What I don't want, though, is taking it through the middle. It's so congested in the middle. They're playing 3 at the back, and it's so congested. So sometimes we're taking one too many touches trying to go through the middle. We've got so much joy wide. Keep looking for Anthony and Angelo, and keep looking for Chris and Fabian. Other than that, there's no change, and there's no need to panic. Michael, too many touches. Get the ball, get it in and move it on. Because when we're moving it quickly, that's when they can't keep up. When we're taking too many touches, they can reorganise, themselves nicely.
We were so in control. That felt like the longest 45 minutes we've ever had of football. Because we've had so much of the ball. Because they score so early, lucky, we're just on them. So we need to just keep doing what we're doing, it's going to come.
Absolutely, and that's why the first message for me has to be don't panic and don't change.
I know you said you were talking to Christo, that's fine, but every time I look back, you're standing there and Christo's there and there's one defender in between you. All I'm saying is you to say to Christo, I got this one, push forward, because there's that guy with 10 yard space on the left and you've got a doggy across, because we've got no wingers. So we're pushing up we're pushing up too late.
We're judging it.
Yeah.
Boys, I'll talk to you about that.
Boys, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, if they've got the ball on the halfway line, we're in our banks, they're not going to break us down. They're not going to break us down, and that gap that we're talking about, that's when we minimise that gap between Yanni and the back four. Then he can be on his toes. But if there's too big of a gap, he's going to think, shit, can I come out for it? Can I not come out for it? And that's when he hesitates. That's when he's in no man's land. We cannot have that. We cannot have that. They're too quick and too nippy for that. We need to be working hard for 45 minutes. I know it might not be something you agree with what I'm saying, but it happened against Hintons, and we've got to make sure that we don't fucking do that today. We've got to make sure for 45 more minutes we put in hard work, we get that one break and we fucking go through.
Let me remind Jan, if he's just like staying a little bit higher, it just puts him off slightly over the top every time.
We'll deal with that, don't worry. We'll deal with that at the back. Go at the front, it's hard work. You just got to hold the ball up, man. I know it's been done, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to have to nick pieces up there, yeah? And that's it. Apart from that, doing really, really well, yeah?
Second half is underway. Komi Kebir with some chasing to do. They've done everything but score in the first half. Still in it is to Locker-Townsend. Anthony Giorgio, 26 goals this season from him. He is firing in the goals. He's been in splendid form. Milanakidis. Right to Marshall Joseph, who Gets a shot, cross in, but it's cleared away. Very tight and compact at the edge of the box, and they're wrestling to get the ball back, and they do so very well, Trent Park, sending it wide to Elias Katsalaudi. He's the top scorer, 22 and 22 he's got this season. Touch provider there, and the shot coming in is a pretty tame one. Michael cut out momentarily by Nick Nickow, and Nick Nickow wins it again. No foul given, referee says play on. Chance of a break forward here for Trent Park. It's been won back by Max McLeish, who's been upended, and that will be a free kick, and there will be a card. And it's a yellow for Alex Valaris. Arkides. Short, Michael takes it out wide. Constantino Michael. Komi Kebir really stroked the ball around well. Can they find an equaliser? It was a ball into the box, and on the end of it was Stylianidis, but he couldn't quite get the header in. One back again. Look at a little shirt pull there from Constantino Michael. Referee didn't spot it. Towards the penalty area, twisting and turning was Max McLeish. Wouldn't quite come for him. Two hands to the pump at the moment for Trent Park as they try and defend in numbers, and a long ball forward, and it's a chance to get forward with Katsalaudi. Katsalaudi holds the ball up. He's done really well, but then he turns into trouble, and it's cleared away by Milan Arkides. Kick forward from Minas. Header away by Locker Townsend. Second goal would give them some breathing space. Trent Park, but they haven't created too much since the early opener. Back inside from Katsalaudi, and he goes for the run again. He's up against Jocker, and he's got ahead of Jocker here. Can he get the cross in? He can. Teed up to the edge of the penalty area, and the shot was a good one. It was hit true, it was hit sweet by Alex Valaris. It's a good save from Ben Thomas, it's a corner. Corner whipped in, and the goalkeeper's got there, and it's ended up in the back of the net, and the corner from Ryan Tate has gone straight in, and it's 2-0. And maybe, just maybe, Trent Park have got 1 foot in the Roger Jones Challenge Cup final. It's floated in, the goalkeeper's gone to get it, and it's slipped through his fingers and into the nets. Long pump from Minas. What reaction do we get from Komi Kebir? Trail by 2-0. They won 2-0 when these two met in a final last season. This is, for all intents and purposes, revenge for Trent Park. Comes towards the near post, and the shot on the turn was smartly saved by Ben Thomas. Third goal would certainly kill it off. Here's Redguard. Down the line as well, it's a good ball, and Katsalaudi always busy, always looking to make things happen. He's run straight into Milan Arkides there, and they come away with the ball, but it is a foul. Free kick. Elias Katsalaudi, not afraid to go for goal. Good save from Ben Thomas. Ben Thomas strikes it long. They need a goal from somewhere. Komi Kebir, perfectly capable of scoring goals, that's for sure. Jocker brings it back inside. Just can't find room for the shot, Giorgio. Inside again from Michael, and the shot was deflected, and an easy gather for Minas. Minas will loft this upfield. Redguard takes it down really well. Great control from the fullback. Playing with a swagger now, suddenly Trent Park. The cup final dream could become a reality. It's not over yet as the ball is played out wide by Michael. Down the line from Marshall Joseph. Komi Kebir need a goal to get themselves right back into this game. It's Michael. Great turn in the midfield from Stefanos Michael. And that's going to be a card, and it's a yellow for Ricky Tate. Stylianides, captain, gets it back. They're not reverting to a long punt upfield, they're still trying to play their football. Stefanos Michael, and played out wide by Konstantino Michael. Inside from Joka, who's still on hand, but good turning by Giorgio. 2 hands on it from Ienas Minas. Throw into the penalty area. So many black and white striped shirts back there to fend off the trouble. It's Giorgio. He couldn't find a route through into the penalty area. It was taken on the chest, but Max McLeish wasn't able to bring it down and fire the shot away. It's been cleared away, and suddenly the break is on. Katsalauri darting towards the edge of the penalty area, lays it on. It could be 3, it should have been 3, and it's been blazed high over the top of the crossbar by Andreas Cipriano. Big moment this as Katsalauri surveys the scene in front of him, his great skills, and just waits it perfectly. The shot goes rising over the crossbar from Cipriano. Angelos Joka. Forward, Oljan Tafa on as a substitute. Challenge coming in from Steph Chiakli. Joka again. Tafa with the cross. Solid header away. Comes out to Milan Arkitis, who goes down, and the referee points to the penalty spot. Well, that's an interesting one. Was it inside or was it outside? The first contact looks like it's outside. There's some big contacts inside as well. It's a big call from the referee, but he's got a bird's eye view. Michael Milan Arkitis from the spot to bring Komi Kebir back into this semi-final. And it's been saved by Ienas Minas. It's just not going Komi Kebir's way today. It wasn't the greatest of penalties from the midfielder. And it was saved well by the goalkeeper. But he was by no means at full stretch, but his reactions to get to the second ball were commendable. Ben Thomas rolls it in to Oljan Tafa. Back to Thomas again. Stylianides. Looking up is Stefanos Michael. Still trying to play their football, still playing the way that they like to, Komi Kebir, and that's really good to see. They've not reverted to long balls into the penalty area just yet. Locker Townsend, he goes for goal, he pulls that shot wide. Goal kick from Ienas Minas. Straight back into the possession of Komi Kebir, who win a free kick and a yellow card for Woodhouse. Leon Stylianides. Right to the right-hand side. And a drilled ball down the middle, which is held up well. It's full of running. Here's Cipriano, gets into the corner up against Locker Townsend. Komi Kebir have got it away, and yet again they look to build up with Max McLeish. They're just not reverting to punting that ball long. Giorgio goes to the return. Giorgio is penalised, a foul is given. Suddenly tempers starting to flare following that foul by Alex Giorgio, who is on a yellow card. A yellow card for Nicholas. That's a foul by Giorgio, And the referee has run out of patience with him. It's a second yellow card and it's a red for Alex Giorgio. And that compounds Komi Kebir's misery in this match. Down to 10 men, deep into stoppage time. Free kick comes in. Well, that very nearly made its way all the way in, cleared away in a hurry by Sammy Locker-Townsend. Trent Park through to the Roger Jones Challenge Cup final. They have won this semi-final. They have beaten Komi Kebir by 2-0. Alex Valaris and Ricky Tate with the goals. And it's Trent Park through to the final.
Baz, big win, straight to the final. How are you feeling?
Yeah, we're buzzing. We're buzzing. We've just played a brilliant football inside and we knew what we was up against. So we've had heartbreak in the last semi-final against Oakwood. So to get past the line today, it's a great feeling.
You know this opponent. You guys know this opponent. You guys played against them a few
to
times.
be fair, I know them really well. I used to play with Andy Kipp. I used to play for Komi many years ago. So I've got a lot of love and respect for Komi. I know the whole backroom staff and everything. They're brilliant. And last year when we lost the final, of course it's gutting, but it's almost like it was a nice feeling to lose to a team where you've got love for. So I've got nothing but love for Komi. We know how good they were in the final, and we set up to stop them from being them, which they still did today. They created chances, but we knew that we had to be defensive. We knew that we had to stop them from the source and basically just stop that gap in between the back four. Well, it was a back five today, and the keeper. And I feel like we executed our plan brilliantly. I think we silenced them quite a lot, and we knew that our chances were going to come few and far between. But when they came, we needed to make them count. And I feel like we executed it right down to the point today. So massive credit to my boys, because they were absolutely outstanding.
First goal came very early in the game. Was that any part of the plan?
Again, we had Ben play with us last year, their keeper, and we all know that he's an outstanding goalkeeper. But we still wanted to test him nice and early. So just literally 2 minutes before the kickoff, I pulled AV over to the side and I said to him, please, like, first sight on goal, give it anything high into the corners, like make him think about what he's going to be doing, so he's backtracking rather than going forward, because we know Ben likes to come forward, as you saw in the last 10-15 minutes playing the ball, because he can do that so well, his distribution so well. So we wanted to make him think that he's got to be closer to his line rather than closer to his 18-yard box. And thankfully AV's got a strike on him, and yeah, he was brilliant. He was brilliant. So a bit of a plan as well. Yeah, like I say, everything that we put today as plan, we executed it brilliantly. So
I mean, for the opposition, an early call happened, didn't went their way, but it went your way. What was your thought on it? Was it a penalty? Was it a free kick? Was it not?
Their penalty in the second half? Their penalty in the first half? No, I thought James got the ball. And I thought the ref had the lino right next to him as well. I thought the ref and both linos had excellent games today. And I think John was right next to it. So if it was, John would have pulled him up on it. Otherwise, I think Asper was in a really, really good position to see it. Maybe we could have asked for a few more decisions during the game, but we got to play to the whistle, which we did. They got their penalty in the end. I'm grateful for Yanni because he made that save. So yeah.
Did they play in your hand a bit today? Did you think, with all the possession that they had?
We knew that was going to happen. We knew that they were going to have more of the possession. We knew that they got fit, quick, and tricky players, and we knew that they were going to look for that ball over the top. And we set up to make sure that even if they did have the ball at the halfway line or even coming into our own half, that they could have it there. As long as we had our bank set up, we know that we're a hard side to break down. We know we got three defenders at the back to make sure that they're going to get their head on the ball. So we were happy to let them have that possession because we know that they're good on the ball, but we know that we're good defensively, and we had to play to our strengths today, which is that, and try counter them, get a set piece, score from that. And like I say, we had a plan to set up like that, and we executed it. So we're in the final and we're all absolutely buzzing about it.
Andy, good game, good play, but tough loss. How are you feeling?
Gutted. You get to a semi-final, you want to win it, you want to play in finals, but at the end of the day, they scored a worldie after 3 minutes and set up really well, and they're deserving of it. Simple as that.
Do you think the first goal changed everything?
Not really, because I think we had chances after the first goal. We had countless opportunities before the end of the first half. They weren't even half chances. They were good chances. We didn't take them. So no, I don't think it changed anything. And at half time, we didn't want it to change anything. We wanted to carry on, and we just didn't. And well done to them. And what I should have said at the start is congratulations to Trent Park.
A couple calls didn't go your way. You had a big call in the first half. What was your thought on it? Was it a penalty or not?
Which one was that?
The one right there.
I can't remember, and the reason I can't remember is because I'm not going to jump up and down. We've got two linesmen and the referee. If they make the call, they're close enough. We should have earned the right to win the game without waiting for calls from refs that were marginal. So yeah, I've got no issues with their calls.
You guys had great possession of the ball today. Did they just force you guys out wide a lot so you guys didn't get more chances?
I don't
to
think they
shoot?
forced us out wide. We were getting a lot of joy out wide. I think one of their fullbacks was on a booking and they took him off at half time, but they were just set up really well. We weren't good enough in getting numbers into the box when we got past their fullbacks, and again, that's to their credit. So I think we set up fine. We just didn't execute what we wanted to do very well.
Did nerves play a part today for your team?
I don't think so. We didn't feel nervous for the game, and that wasn't any arrogance at all. We're just comfortable playing football, playing the way we play, and at times, you know, you're going to come up against teams that play different ways. They played a different way, and they played really well. So I don't think it was nerves. We couldn't break them down. It's as simple as that. The first goal in 3 minutes, that set us back a bit. We didn't expect that. It was a worldie, and well done to the boy for scoring from where he scored. But that shouldn't have changed anything. So there were no nerves, I don't think. They were just better than us on the day.
You had opportunity as well.
We had loads of opportunities, and that's the point.
Cut clear chances that missed.
Exactly, and it's not about just keeping a goal out. In our goal, we've got to finish our chances. If we didn't finish our chances, we don't deserve to win the game. Simple as that.